भारत की 6 लाख से भी अधिक गांव से मैं आप सबका हार्दिक अभिनंदन करता हूं. Greetings from more than 6 lakh villages of India. And they say that's where India lives. That's where most of us come from. And that's where I come from a very small village in Bihar, from a district, Madhubani. Well, we all know simple facts that we are agriculture economy. We produce food, cloth, everything. But whenever I talk about rural or the villages, people have different notions about it. And that comes probably because of Bollywood cinema, because they've seen those thatched roofs, heroines in Ghagra Choli, and dancing around. And that's what your reference points are. And that's how you think that when I will say village, you will think of some cows and buffaloes. And as my son says, all the cows and buffaloes look the same. And I keep telling him, idiot, I never take somebody else's buffalo home in the evening. It's my buffalo every day. And we live together, we know each other. So stop worrying about that. So that's what I keep calling it, a buffalo story. And as I go on, I'll just like to ask you one small question. That even today, or even just now, 5 minutes back, when you had a break, you all had tea, biscuits, you have food, whole day in and out. But did you ever stop and think for a moment about that guy who actually produces it for you? Did you ever felt saying, thank you, farmer? No. And that's where it hurts. It really, really hurts. I know you paid for it, but is that the only connection you and I have? Probably more than that. And I don't even know where to begin my story from, because it's a long story and I have only a few minutes. So I'll go from here to why I'm here. Why are we doing this? I was happily here serving in rural markets, making soaps, shampoos, serving it to people, into advertising, glamorous world, when my company decided to send me back to village. So I'd come all the way from village to the town, and they sent me back to sell the same stuff there. So I started speaking to people, boys and girls, and started redoing these products, because I thought that the dreams are the same. So I used to meet these lovely ladies who used to run small beauty parlors, and then find that their dreams are same. They all want to look good, but only thing was they couldn't afford things. So we made things which are cheaper but better. Made small SKUs, 5 rupee tubes, 6 rupees tubes, something which they could afford. And we started our marketing thing. Life was going very well. When actually, 2 things which just wouldn't let me sleep. One was poverty. This bit of poverty is still handleable. But what do you do with something called innocence? When you're unaware, people cheat you, people exploit you, people fail you. That's where my fight is. And I said, where do I begin? Because your connections are from roads to villages, let me begin from there. You fancy these new highways, the expressways, but do you know they all were agriculture land just few months back. We were paid for it, don't worry. We were paid little or better or whatever. We were paid for it. But we have an emotional attachment with these lines. You know, these are just not one numbers, not just one land. Tomorrow, more buildings will come on both sides of this road, and more bricks will be used, which will also come from the agriculture land. And the whole agriculture system will shrink. We have a huge population to feed, and when nobody looks at it, it really, really hurts. It really, really hurts. So why am I here? I'm here to find out solutions. Probably one of you can give me a solution how to make bricks out of something else and not agriculture soil. I'm looking for those ideas, and that's why I come here. Let me talk about something very basic. Water. Few years back, somebody did the research and found there were pesticides, insecticides in cold drinks. And I used to wonder how much percentage of my people drink cold drinks. Why not a research on water? We take it from ground, 100% contaminated. But nobody does anything about it. And we crib then we get solutions like this. They draw water from my own land, process it, and sell it back to me. And then, for every 1 liter of water, they throw 5 liters of high tensile TDS water back into my soil, spoiling the soil again. And that's where it hurts. They keep talking about mobiles, more mobiles than toilets. Well, we need toilets. You all go to toilets. You also flush. And every time you flush, the shit goes from that 6.5 liters of water to somewhere. Either ideally, it should go to a sewage treatment plant, but then it goes to a river. So ideally, you also do it in open. We also do it in open in a farm. But somebody found these toilets for us, which is useless. What do I do with these? They don't understand how we live. So make these toilets just next to our house. Something which we're doing away from our house, now this sits just next to my house. One pit, single brick wall which can fall anytime, no roof, no door. And the worst part, we do not have running water. At the most, we are going to carry 1 bottle or 1 bucket. And this is a pit which will throw methane. So why are you giving me this kind of solutions? And that's where it hurts. I'm not here to be cheated every now and then. Talk of technology. Every time we get technology which is useless for us, because we are a country of small farmers. We do things by our own hands. When we put our brains together, we come out with solutions like this. This is replacing manual labor 4 times and doing directly. So I want you learned people, you engineers, doctors, professionals, to come to me, work with us, and come out with solutions like this. And that's why I'm here. This is one engineer trying to learn how do they pluck mangoes. Only when he will do this by his own hands, he will be able to find out a solution which a farmer can use. You cannot do it sitting in your houses. You cannot do it sitting in your offices. You have to come there. I'll quickly go to health services. I can talk about these things. Simple solutions. Can you believe it? I still do not have 1 gynae over 2 lakh women for my country. Shouldn't it hurt me? Our mortality rate, what are we doing? Because we need to do more. We need to have more doctors. Again, I do not know what to do with so many women, so many issues. I want my daughters to learn about menstrual hygiene. When I start talking about that, somebody comes and says, hey, sell these sanitary napkins. I'm okay if they're using a cloth. So what? At least teach them something better. Don't always try to sell. And that's where it hurts. Some kinds of communication which just does not make sense to anybody, even not the person who actually wrote it. We have our own ways of living. And that's what our stories are. Every picture will tell you a story. This is a small story which I'll have to quickly do. This is a place in Odisha I shot. This woman came into the hospital on a Friday, delivered a baby on Saturday. On Sunday, she was asked to leave. Month of June, 48 degrees temperature. She's going to walk 7 hours to her house because where she lives is not motorable, not cyclable. And that was not only the worry. The wolf and the bear can smell a newborn and snatch it from her. We're still sitting in an age where we do not have patient transportation system. Why, I don't know. But we do have telemedicine. I don't know why. Who asked for it? I do not know why my schools do not have tables and chairs. But we still tell them video stories by showing them on projectors. We do not have basic amenities. You know, till now, for a child to get admission in our school, the basic thing is if he can touch his left ear with his right eye, it is taken that he is of age to get into school. We have no formulas. So, all I am telling you guys, we do have dreams. We are intelligent people. Our kids can make toys out of anything. But why am I again here? I'm here with a begging bowl. Whatever profession you are into, whatever. If you are a doctor, give me 10 days every year. Go to any village you feel like. You will have a holiday. Please look after my people. You're a chartered accountant. Get into any village you feel like. Tell my retailers, do inventory management. They'll do better business. If you can teach, please do that. If you can sing, please do that. Whatever manner you can help us, we need your support to build a better India. You know, we have to have India in our hearts, India in our minds, India in our vision. And that's why here I am. Vande Mataram.